Hi, it's Maya. Welcome back to Resident Drinker. Today I'm going to taste the 3 cocktails I made in my last video, linked below, so please have a look if you haven't already. And it was 3 cocktails with 3 or less ingredients, perfect for Valentine's. So the first cocktail I made was a Cosmopolitan, which is a staple on a cocktail menu these days, but kind of a little bit tricky maybe to make at home. So what I used was the Funking cocktail mixes. These are only available online at the moment, either through Funking's own website, or I think Amazon also carry them. But basically you've got on the back simple instructions that you can follow, and these can be stored in the fridge. They'll last for about 10 days. It has a little thing at the top here where you can pop when you opened it so that you know how long you can use it for. But Funking is a brand that is more sort of geared towards trade actually, but they've started making these party packs and mixers for at-home drinking, which is great because I think you're getting the quality that trade expects, but in a much more sort of easy way to use at home. And as it says, it's 100% natural ingredients in here. And I have to say, tasting the cocktail actually, really nice. There's no sort of artificial fake fruit taste in it, which I think some of those ready to drinks you can kind of get. And also this contains no alcohol, so this is just your mixer. So if you wanted to, you could just have this and not have any alcohol in it if you've got people that don't want to drink, or perhaps you don't want to drink but you still want the kind of taste of a cocktail. So let's try the Cosmopolitan. So this is let's try the Cosmopolitan. And I think that's really quite nice for a cocktail that you've just whipped up at home with this and vodka. Really simple. I did add a little bit of orange peel just to kind of give it that I've had it in a cocktail bar type look. Also, I've done it in a coupe glass, but you could use any glass that you have at home. I mean, traditionally a Cosmopolitan would be in a martini glass, but I think if you're gonna have cocktails at home, just make it easy on yourself. Use whatever glasses you have and just have a lovely drink and enjoy it. Now, as I said, with the Cosmopolitan, because you're adding the mixer and you're adding the vodka, you can make it the strength that you like. So some people want to have it a little bit weaker, other people might want it a bit stronger. So that is the beauty of using this mixer, is that you're not making individual cocktails every single time you want a drink. You can literally just pour this and add the vodka, and it's as simple as that. And I think it tastes really authentic. The fruit flavour is really nice. It is quite a sweet cocktail, but it does have that sort of bitterness in there as well. So hopefully, if it's something you like, this will be a really good choice to try at home. An old fashioned. Now this looks like quite a big, hefty drink, and it does have quite a bit of alcohol. It mainly is alcohol. So you've got Angostura bitters, sugar. I did lie a tiny bit. There is obviously some water in here, which would make it 4 ingredients, and then you can use a bourbon or a whiskey. But I didn't count the water. I think water is part of life, so you know, we won't get too picky on that. But this, I think, is a fantastic cocktail. If you like big, bold flavours, then go for this. You've got really lovely flavour coming through from the bitters, and it just brings out the bourbon that you're using, or I use bourbon in my case, but if you're using whiskey, you choose what you want. You can even make this with rum. There are no hard and fast rules. When you're making a drink for yourself, just make it how you want it. So I'll try this one, let you know. There's something just so lovely about hearing ice clink in a glass. It just makes you feel like it's party time. But I love this drink. I think it has the perfect blend of sweetness and sharpness, and then the alcohol, and then those complex flavors that you get from bitters. I have to say, this is definitely my favorite. And then this doesn't really require any ingredients or pre-mixed drinks or anything like that. You literally just need to have Angostura bitters, some sugar, and some alcohol that you like, a dark, I would say whiskey, bourbon. You can do that with rum as well, but I would steer away from a very sweet rum. And in my video, you see how simple it is to make. And I think the flavours in this, it really packs a punch. And I have added, I'm not sure if you can see it, but there is an orange peel and a cherry in here. Again, optional, whatever you want. If you don't want to garnish it with anything, then don't. Just make it however you like. So I hope you'll enjoy this one. Please let me know what you think if you do try and make it, because I do love this drink a lot. This this one I made with the Funking again. I used their Brazilian tropical cocktail mixer. Now this, I would say, is really reminiscent of just a fruit juice, a fruit mixer, but I would say it stands above the rest. It's really intense with its fruit flavours, especially the passion fruit really comes through in this. But it's not just passion fruit, there is quite a lot of flavour in here. So I would say it could be replaced with just passion fruit, but I think it does benefit from having all the different flavours that it has in here. Now this one, you've got a lot of different options that you can make, which it tells you on the back. And I would say just experiment with it. You know, these are great because, as I said, you can either add more or less alcohol as you please. And with this one, I just made a simple cocktail. I literally poured some of this in and then topped it off with a little bit of prosecco. So let's have a taste. So this one is lovely and fruity, very refreshing. I would say if you like bellinis and things like that, then this is a really nice sort of alternative to that if you want something a bit more tropical. And it's quite refreshing actually. It would be really nice in the summer, but also just as nice to sort of replace a Bellini or something like that. So hopefully my cocktails have given you some ideas for Valentine's, and I'd love to know if you make any of them, and also what are your easy cocktails to make at home. So I hope I'll see you again soon. Please subscribe and tweet me, Instagram me @ResidentDrinker. So I'll see you soon.